Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Hey, got an action figure for y'all today. Double header. 2 figures for the price of 1. Yeah. I got my Dungeons and Dragons. I'm getting my Dungeons and Dragons up because I got a Drizzt on the way. And I want to have 2 badass characters to go with Drizzt. Bottom line, I picked the 2 baddest characters, at least in my opinion, the 2 badassest characters from Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. That is Xenk, Yendar, and Doric. We're going to talk a little bit about them. We're going to break out these figures. We're going to do the pros and cons. And that will be that for Friday. But before we get off into that, I need y'all to do what you always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when the material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, man's in them. All right. I guess we are going to start off with Doric. And we're gonna go to the wiki for a little info. Let's see what the wiki got to say. And there she is right there, Doric. I don't know why they say was instead of is. They say was like she's dead. Doric was a tiefling druid and a member of the Emerald Enclave based in the Neverwinter Wood in the late 15th century DR. Okay, tiefling, druid. You hear the word tiefling it's like halfling or like, you know, hobbit or something like that. But tieflings, if you actually look at this picture, are more demonic in nature than they are elfish. I guess the pointed ears, they're like, okay, you got pointed ears so you can hang out with elves. But for the record, if you didn't notice the horns and you didn't notice the tail, tieflings are not exactly elves. Matter of fact, they ain't elves at all. In some D&D lore, it says tieflings are a race of people who made deals with demons. And this is why they look the way they look, for one. But you know, you can research it a little deeper, or you could throw some research at me that I may not be aware of. Anywho, born to human parents in this incarnation, Doric spent much of her time living among a community of wood elves of the north before embarking on a series of adventures that would take her to the lands south of Waterdeep, where she runs into Edgin, Holga, and Simon, who we see in the movie. Now, her being a tiefling is not what makes her super cool. What makes her super cool is her ability to wild shape, because she's got a slingshot on her wrist. I read somewhere that she used to rock a bow, but she wasn't proficient with the bow, so she downgraded to a slingshot. Good thing she has wild shape abilities. If y'all ain't seen Dungeons and Dragons, I'll give you a little idea of how well she utilizes that ability. Check it out. Guards always incompetent when it's a gang up together like that. It turned into something flying like they know she was. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Doric. There she is with her travel cloak, is what they call it. Wild shape abilities. You know what would have made this character cooler, or at least this figure cooler, is if the character came in a pack that had maybe like an owlbear and a couple of other cool shapes to, where you could flip, so what she could shapeshift into. Because if you look, they've got the slingshot. Raises up. Yeah, she's shooting slingshot at you, but there's no string on it. So it's like, okay. You lose cool points, Doric. But you're still a badass figure. And also, she's standing about 5 inches tall. How do I know she's standing 5 inches tall? Sure, he's a lot taller than she. Whoops. Sure, he's a lot taller than she is. But I mean, that's how it should be. And she's got the little prehensile tail, reminds you of anybody. Bamf. Yeah. And who also is of demonic heritage in a way. Now, I like Doric because, of course, the wild shape ability, of course, and she can fight. Whereas, folks like Simon weren't necessarily fighting, and Forge was kind of a prick. But that's neither here nor there. On to Xenk Yendar. And there is Xenk Yendar. He's a human paladin and adventurer from Thay. Thay is generally a place where there's a lot of evil stuff going on, but he's a lawfully good paladin. Yay. He was briefly a fellow adventurer of Edgin Darvis, Hilga Kilgore, Simon Amar, and Doric, but he was renowned as a holy warrior, healer, and hero in his own right. Now, what we like about Xenk Yendar is his fighting ability. And I feel like he was not in that movie long enough. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you like to have seen more of this?
There is evil here.
Are those
Vain assassins?
Dovisho ninyo. Petolskoch ute utaza.
Sadao tralas. Ayam matayam puzzlets ayam yam thal.
I tell Burbar. Come down, Fenris.
Lead them to me.
Like more of this in the movie? I I give you Xenk Yendar. He's got a little bit of the mark on his face. I don't think y'all could see it very well, but Yeah. I love the detail in this armor, first of all. That is awesome. Of course, Xenk's blade that fits handily in his scabbard. And he can walk around like that. Also, I like that the cloak, at least, is detachable, because I know if you're trying to fight, man, like he was going in that vid, you're gonna have to take that joint off. But that's a nice looking figure. We got Doric and Xenk. Awesome. Awesome looking characters. Awesome detail on those figures. Hats off to you, Hasbro. I like what y'all doing. Did y'all go see Dungeons and Dragons? It's on Paramount Plus right now if you would like to watch it. It's a very good movie. It didn't get the airplay I thought it should have got, but that's neither here nor there, y'all. A good movie is a good movie. Don't believe the hype, y'all. If you want to go see a movie because you want to see it, not because the critics told you or somebody told you. See it for yourself. I had very low expectations, so I was pleasantly surprised with it. Again, it's on Paramount Plus. Y'all want to check it out? Check it out. If y'all are action figure collectors, I highly recommend them. I recommend Xenk more so than Doric. But I like Doric. I don't love Doric, but I like Doric. That is it right now for action figuring. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.